Hi, my name is Ruta Matulvichute and this is my very first art studio vlog. I am so happy right now to work in an individual studio. I wished to have this individual space ever since I started painting actually, and throughout bachelor's and master's years in art academy I was constantly put into the studios with my classmates, with my painter friends, and even though I really enjoyed the time I spent with them discussing art projects and everything, but still in the back of my mind I really wanted to have this safe, calm and peaceful space. And even after graduating masters, several of us painters, we decided to build this very small artist community. We rented a few rooms in this super strange building in Vilnius city center, and just I lasted there for about a year. I curated several events and then I figured it is time for me to move out because it was not going very well and not developing as fast as I wanted. And so this studio, it's not a regular art studio, it's in an apartment building. It's located in this Vilnius neighborhood, which was built in the time when Lithuania was still in Soviet Union. The building was finished in 1970s, and the whole neighborhood was so great, they said, that it received a super prestigious Soviet architecture something award and was a model neighborhood throughout the Soviet Union. Wow. And so this apartment used to belong to my grandmother, and I saved all the original interior. It has this old-fashioned vintage atmosphere which I really love. It's so surreal right now. I'm just really enjoying being here. So this is going to be an afternoon in my studio. I hope you enjoy this video. So this was filmed in the beginning of March and we still had snow in Lithuania. On my arrival at studio I had a snack and then I started preparing a canvas. I ordered these very nice canvases from Panevėžys and I had a leftover underframe, so I just needed to stretch it on the frame. So when the canvas is ready, I am going to prepare a sketch picture. And then it is time for coffee. This is my grandmother's tiny coffee pot. I think actually several thousand cups of coffee were prepared in this small ancient coffee pot, and so with every cup the coffee is just more and more tasty. I brought some of the dishes from my old studio, but mostly everything here used to belong to my grandma. And now it's time for a book. Ever since I was small and started to read, I just couldn't let the books out of my hands. but in teen years several emotional problems appeared, and so I couldn't concentrate as well. And now, after about several years, I made a goal to come back to my original form of being able to read from morning until evening, and Anne of Green Gables is really helping me with that. It's about 4 p.m. and it is time for my evening meditation. I practice transcendental meditation technique and it's super helpful for my stress release and overall in daily life. I feel super refreshed after the evening meditation. The energy levels are actually as high as they are in the morning. I am so glad I learned this. After meditation, it is now time for painting. I will listen to some soundtracks and classical music. I have so many tubes of paint. I sometimes get lazy to empty everything out. My messy working corner and a huge vase of brushes. Half of them are actually not very usable. They are worn out, but I still keep them for certain techniques. After moving to this individual amazing studio, everything just changed so much. Even my creation changed as well, and so right now I am working on a series of blue paintings. I'm getting really inspired by fantasy and surreal visuals. I think this was greatly influenced by my contemplating about my childhood and what I like to draw then. I used to draw a lot of fantasy creatures such as elves, mermaids, and so I really want to get back to that because I wasn't really ready to do that when I was studying in Art Academy. Whole process is really experiment based, and this technique is fairly new to me and I'm just exploring. And this mermaid actually turned out to be a siren because it has this mysterious, a bit scary feeling. It's time for another tangerine, and now the last task of the day is listening to a recording of a lecture on Vedic science. So after 2 hours of studying, I was finished, super exhausted, but happy after a productive evening. I'm going to sleep. Let's meet very soon.